Hey, fellow movie fans, and welcome to another episode of Talking Movies with Dee, and that's me. Today I am reviewing the new video game movie, Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog is directed by Jeff Fowler, who this is his first feature film. He's only done one short that I've seen, and he's done other things in the behind the camera, but nothing directing wise. It's featured Ben Schwartz as he does the voice of the title character Sonic, with James Marsden playing his the cop that befriends him, and then you have Jim Carrey. He's back and he's playing the big villain Dr. Robotnik. Basically, the story is Sonic is a creature from another world, obviously, and he has these special powers that his stepmom basically tells him he's the only one with that power and he has to protect it. So he gives him the bag of rings that are basically portals to other worlds. He's hiding on Earth, his powers released, the government and Dr. Robotnik are trying to find him, and he loses his ring, so now him and James Marsden are going to find his ring so he can go to a mushroom planet. That's basically the crux of the story, and chaos ensues. So let's start with my negatives. My first negative, and it's a big one for me, but I'm also like it's a family film video game movie, is that you have to suspend disbelief. And this is not without spoiling things. Dr. Robotnik basically is able to do whatever he wants in this movie, in sense of he's able to kill who he wants. He's able to destroy whatever he wants without consequence. Without going into details, he does all these things. You don't see people dying so because it's a family film, but it's like he does these things. You're like, so the government's not coming in and say shut him down, knock this off, or anything like that. That's one of the examples, but there's plenty of other ones. The other negative, I would say, and I don't think a lot of people will notice, but I see a lot of movies, so I was able to pick it up. Is that they actually the special effects at times didn't really work, which is weird because they went back and spent like $5 million or so to fix the look of Sonic because fans rioted basically or made petitions or did whatever they did to get Sonic to look better, which worked because Sonic looks better. But like some of the drones in there at times, and even Sonic at times, they didn't look like they fit in the world like they're supposed to, and like it does through most of the film. And that kind of took me out every now and then. But let's get to the positives. The main positive is, of course, Jim Carrey. Now, at first, Jim Carrey could seem, and he's done this in films, over the top. But he's playing Dr. Robotnik, who, if you're a fan of Sonic, which I grew up with him, I'm not a hardcore fan, but I grew up with Sonic, so, Sega, the cartoon, and all that kind of stuff. So, Dr. Robotnik is that kind of, he's over the top, he's kind of crazy. He has this crazy mustache, which they dialed it down for the film, whatever. He's this big fat guy, egg guy, whatever. And they've dialed it down a little bit, but right from the get-go, Jim Carrey feels like 90s Jim Carrey in this comedic world where he's doing The Mask, Ace Ventura, Dumb and Dumber. He seems like that guy, and he's enjoying playing Dr. Robotnik. And I mean, there's a number of times in the movies where he's just doing this thing, and immediately in my head, I'm like, smoking, or something from that of those characters that he does. Like it just pops in my head. Like I feel like it was coming, but it's not the character he's playing, so it wouldn't make sense. Another positive I would say is the heart. It has a lot of heart, not overwhelmingly, not enough to make me love this film, but there's a lot of heart. But there's also some really good comedy moments in it. Not a ton, but there's a handful of them. There's one elevator scene. Again, you gotta suspend disbelief, but the joke is so funny, it just doesn't matter. I was like, that didn't really make sense, but I'm laughing anyway, so it's okay. But that's kind of my general positive and negative about Sonic the Hedgehog. But I will say, the movie's for kids, and they try to add stuff for like the Sonic fans. So somebody that like me that grew up with Sonic, there's a bunch of stuff in there. Stay for the mid-credit scenes, by the way. A bunch of stuff in there that somebody who grew up playing Sonic and watching Sonic, I was like, oh yeah, that's this. That has to do with that. Okay, I like how they did that and made that make sense. So that was all pretty cool. But I think mainly it's for either kids or parents who were fans of Sonic who have kids and they can go and just have fun with it together. Because like the kids next to me definitely were enjoying themselves. The guy who's a little older than me by himself, he got out of there quick. He definitely did enjoy it. He didn't even see the mid-credit scene. Or if he did, it was when he was kept walking out, he caught it or something. But anyway, those are my thoughts on Sonic. I think if you got kids, you should go see it. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, please make sure to subscribe. But if you have seen Sonic, I definitely want to hear what you guys think. Did you take your kids? Did you like without the kids? Did you like some of the cool references they put in for Sonic? Like, comment, and share this video. Deuces, and I'm out.